Hey there guys, what is going on? We're back today with the new most aggressive M4A1 class setup in Modern Warfare. This is a very special one. I know we did come out the other day and say that we did have the best class setup for the M4, but I feel like this might be a little bit better, as statistically this does outperform the one that we did suggest the other day, only because the 50 round mags don't actually offer us too many stats. They just give us more bullets to fire. This is definitely the most aggressive class that you can make for the M4 right now. It absolutely shreds people. You get great damage range with about a 40% increase with these attachments, and you still get fantastic mobility and sort of aim down sight speed. Just before we do get into talking about it here, let's try and get this one to 28 likes. The support from you guys, as I always say, has continued to be fantastic recently. I'm pretty sure we did pass 2,400 subscribers most recently, which is very, very exciting. So I do thank you all. And if you haven't already done so, make sure you do hit that subscribe button with those notifications turned on so you don't miss out on any of the upcoming videos. All right, this is what we got here for the M4. Most aggressive class setup in my opinion. Very, very fun to use. One of those weapons that's always going to be reliable. Definitely one of the best weapons in the game for sure. But we'll start off with our secondary here in that 357 revolver. In that akimbo variety, I think you can be a little bit inaccurate sometimes with this particular class setup. Not having that snake shot makes it a little bit hard to kill people sometimes, but if you do land those shots, you're definitely going to get a kill from like 20 meters away, which is wild. So compensator, long barrel, 5mm laser, lightweight trigger, and akimbo perk for this particular setup. You basically get easy kills at most ranges with this, assuming you do hit those shots. Perks are very standard setup of EOD, Ghost, and Tracker. Explosive resistance, staying off those UAVs, and being able to see enemy footprints are very, very powerful here. C4 in the lethal slot, not only is it a fantastic killing option, but also a very, very powerful piece of utility. You chuck it around a corner and it can act as a little bit of a smoke screen. Tactical, stim shot, no way you can go over this anymore. Alright, so the M4, very, very aggressive setup that we got going on here. We've skipped over the 50 round mags, which we normally don't do, but I feel like with this particular setup of attachments that we've got, we can be very, very aggressive and very, very powerful. This is definitely one of the best M4 class setups that we've got going on at the moment. So starting us off here with that monolithic suppressor with that sound suppression and about a 10% increase to our damage range. Very, very strong here. That barrel also, that Corvus Custom Marksman, that range, that velocity, that recoil control increase, definitely needed, and it allows us to move around the map quite quickly as it doesn't reduce our movement speed and aim down sight speed as much as the stock M16 Grenadier. Does look better in gold though. This definitely does look better in gold. But for that maximum movement speed and being able to be aggressive, you want the Corvus Custom Marksman. Plus, the maximum damage that we do get, or that range that we do get from the Grenadier, isn't really required on most multiplayer maps, so you can just stick with this. In the stock slot, we're back to the no stock, movement speed and aim down sight speed. The recoil control negatives that we do get from this are not too significant. Like, we can definitely sort this out. I think it would only be about a 10% increase to our recoil. Like, that's not too much. You can just pull down on your controller or your mouse if you are struggling with the recoil. But man, you just move around, get those sights up nice and quickly. Very, very aggressive. Here, for the most aggressive class, we need the most aggressive attachment. Stipple grip tape, of course, aim down sight speed, sprint to fire speed, getting those sights up nice and quickly. Very, very important here. And lastly, that Merc foregrip for that recoil control, again, countering the no stock and the hip fire accuracy, very, very powerful, as well as about a 4% increase to our movement speed. I figure I should mention this here as well. With the monolithic suppressor, we actually get about a 15% increase to our bullet velocity as well, which is very, very interesting. So we're going to jump into some gameplay here with this new most aggressive M4 class setup here. Very, very powerful option in my opinion. You could, of course, also swap out the no stock for the 50 round mags if you are feeling you want to go on those longer streaks. And that's the class we presented the other day. But this is very, very powerful in my opinion. Definitely one of the best right now. Alrighty boys, you might have seen our controller video already, but we are back on with the mouse and keyboard and we are back beaming people. We're back actually getting kills in this game again, which is very, very satisfying. Like, switching back from controller, like that one video we made with the controller was super frustrating. Felt like I knew what I knew what I wanted to do, but like okay, time to go. My thumbs just couldn't pull it off, hurt my hands. I don't know if I did controller. It hurts my little hands. Just my little baby hands. I need to get that sorted out. Like, actually practice a little bit more. Actually try and get back on the sticks because it was kind of fun. Like, it was a little bit different of experience. It was a bit fun, but this M4 class setup absolutely stomps. Like, this is the most aggressive. We're back with some aggression, which you love to see in Modern Warfare. Nobody likes just sitting around, just waiting for people to come to them. You got to be aggressive, man. You got to screw this dude. Okay, I figured I deserved that. But man, this is the most aggressive class setup, and the no stock's back, baby. You get the right attachment, you get the class setup going properly, and the no stock is still a very, very good option in this game. Like, you can still go on those super long streaks as we do still have a decent amount of ammo. Like we can just get the boxes around and we can start chucking ammo around, slinging it around everywhere. You can just shoot people, you go on those longer streaks. That is not an issue with this class setup here. This is, yeah, no, that was a bad position to be in. I am seeing a lot of, like, love for the Fennec again. I'm seeing it around a bit now. Oh man, I feel like I'm still using the controller. I feel like my aim's still stuck on me using the controller. I'm looking in bad places. Like, that experiment we did was not useful for me being able to actually still be good at the game. Like, it was not good, not ideal. But it was fun. I had a good time. Hopefully you guys had a laugh at my expense, and I do appreciate you checking that out if you haven't. If you haven't watched that video, make sure you go check it out. I'll leave a little link to the thumbnail, or I'll put the thumbnail up on screen so you can go have a look. It's pretty fun. It was a fun little video that we made. I probably... Ooh. Okay. It probably would have frustrated you, like some of you, a lot, because... like, watching somebody who has never used a controller before versus someone who, like, definitely has used a controller before must be super frustrating, and I can appreciate that, but we're doing quite well here. But man, I know I've come up with a bunch of different M4 classes and stuff like that, but as of the most recent no-stock nerf, nobody has been using the no-stock, but you can see here, we're still using it. We're out here, we're loving the no-stock. Like, that extra bit of movement speed that you do get. We've dropped off the 50 round mags on this particular class setup here, just so we get that extra little bit of mobility. We're not too fussed about the, yeah, we're not too fussed about having to worry about, like, going on those longer streaks with that, like, the smaller ammo capacity. Like, we don't care about that. I'm a little bit scared here. Wow, what are you doing? Get out of here. 30 is enough sometimes. And we still got a lot of ammo to spare, and we're doing a decent amount of work here. I don't really want to push up there, as I can't really see through the smoke cloud. But I do want to go get more kills, so... we really shouldn't have taken that guy on there. That was a bit risky. Alright, we've got our support helo. This game is actually about to be over, which is a little bit unfortunate, but man, this is the most aggressive that you can probably be with an M4 right now. Like, you push up, you get a decent amount of kills, you go hard in the paint with the M4. That's all you can ask for, really. Like, you get a decent amount of recoil control, you get a decent amount of accuracy, you get that fire rate, you get that damage. This thing goes hard. And we're going to get this dude with the pistols because it's embarrassing for him. Almost embarrassing for me. We get across here and we should be able to get around the back and get the last couple of kills. Maybe? We'll get him with the pistols. No! He was sitting in the corner. Alright, as I said, this game is about to wrap up here. We're going to get these final couple of kills with the... Damn it! I wanted the last kill with the pistols. But we'll have our final thoughts on this most aggressive M4 class setup right now. Let's talk about it in just a second. So, okay, so what do we think of our new most aggressive M4 class setup? Well, you can do some serious work with this. Thing is an absolute melt machine, and it's still the best weapon in the game. I know we did come out the other day and say that we did have the best class setup, but if you like to be a little bit more aggressive, you like to push a little bit harder, like get in faces of people and still run that no stock, which is a very, very powerful attachment for the M4 still, this is probably the class for you. Most aggressive M4 class setup, definitely in my opinion. Like, you get that extra movement speed across the board, like that Merc foregrip gives you movement speed, the no stock. Stipple grip tape helps you get those sights up. M4 barrels, always good options, and that monolithic suppressor really do help you get that damage range out there. I think we've got about a 40% increase to our damage range. Recoil control's decent, like the no stock doesn't affect that too much. I think this is good. I think this is probably the best class setup. We probably are a little bit shy of some ammo capacity sometimes, like we can go in those longer streaks and then get a little bit short on ammo, but you can just sort of resupply that with other weapons on the ground. Like, there's a lot of 5.56 ammo running around, and the ammo box will help you out too. You're never going to be short of M4 ammo with this, basically. If you did enjoy this and you are going to use this class to go absolutely shred people, which you should, I do recommend that. Make sure you do leave a like and do subscribe if you are new around here, of course. We did recently pass 2,400 subscribers, which is very, very exciting times. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!